says that dragon, Lucifer, he wanted to be as the Most High God. Now what you're going through in your life is a struggle for power. Will you say, yeah? Can I preach to somebody? I feel anointed down in 2012. You can appreciate this anointing. Let me be free to go on in the world and preach this gospel that burned down in my soul. It's just like fire. Sometimes I looked up to God and I said, oh God, it looked like everything that come out of my mouth, people want to condemn me, judge me, just like Jeremiah. They accuse me of treason. They want to put me in prison because they don't want me to prophesy. I'm trying to preach and prophesy to your spirit to get you out of trouble. But Satan's manipulation is that you need to hear that you're doing all right. You need to hear that you got behind. You need to hear in your flesh that everything is okay. You can keep living the way you are and it'll be okay. The devil is a liar. You gotta get rid of your flesh. You gotta kill your flesh. You gotta tell your flesh, I am in God. Not only am I in God, I'm in God because God is a spirit and his spirit is dwelling on the inside. And I understand that God wanted to prove to Satan that I could create a fleshly body and defy you and everything you have purpose to do on the earth realm. You were cast into the earth and you are angry about it because you realize the words of God cannot fall to the ground. You realize that everything that God has spoken, it must surely come to pass. He knows his time is short and he's doing everything he can to get revenge on God. He's doing everything he can to destroy the created. But the war has been won. I wish you would give God a shout of glory. I want you to hold your neighbor's hand and I want you to tell your neighbor, you must understand something, that your first thought of mind is your flesh is fighting against the voice of God. Your flesh is fighting for you not to hear God. Your flesh is trying to dominate the thoughts of your mind. I don't feel good. I don't feel like praying. I don't feel like praising God. I'm tired in my body. You better hear God in here. I'm tired. I don't feel like getting up going. I don't feel like fighting in this war. But something down on the inside of me is telling me, you better hold on. You better run for your life. You better keep your mind set on God. Am I doing all right over here, church? I want you to high five somebody and I want you to tell your neighbor there was a war in heaven and Satan and his angels was cast out of heaven. I want you to tell somebody the devil is a liar, baby. You're about to come through this thing that you're going through in your life because there's no way that the word of God can fall to the ground. Satan's objective is to manipulate the world and bring forth the Antichrist and get you to believe something other than Jesus. But the same thing God has done. He sent his spirit into the world that we might believe on his son Jesus. He did die on the cross. He was the Son of God. He did rise from the dead and said, everybody in this generation is looking for a sign that gives them power. We want to wear crowns. We want a badge, a label, or a title that gives us the right to the power position. But the Bible declares that the Son of the Most High God, he came on earth lowly and meek. He made of himself no reputation, but the miracles he performed left a legacy behind him. The miracles he performed showed up generations later, declaring that it is so that he was who he said he was. Even when the king Pilate said, who are you? Tell us who you are. Who on trial for your life? Are you the Son of God? He said, you say that I am, but I have no need to defend who I am. Let the work that I've done, let the work that I've done, baby, speak for me. I tried and I fought and I heard Paul say, look at here, all that I've been through, everything that I've wavered in life, henceforth is laid up for me. I want you to tell somebody, when you know in your heart that you've done everything that you could do, when you know in your heart that you fought as hard as you could fight, you don't have to worry. You can do as Paul. Paul said, I don't know what will befall me tomorrow, but I know in this moment in my life that henceforth is laid up for me a crown of righteousness. Because baby, I got news for you. There is no hesitation. I want you to slap somebody and tell your neighbor, when you get it together, you won't hesitate to praise God. When you get it together, you won't hesitate to slap your hand. When you get it together, I won't have to push you to jump in the floor. When you get it together, I won't have to tell you to get on your feet. You'll jump to your feet when I'm trying to calm it out, because something down on the inside is telling you to go ahead and praise God for yourself. Paul said, he said, I want you to understand something. I've been beaten. I've been whipped. I've been in a shipwreck twice now. I've been stoned and left for dead. I've been an outcast. I've been ostracized. I've been accused of things that I'm not yet guilty of. And here I am at the end of my life. I might be facing death, but it's all good, baby, because when they tried to kill me, the men made a vow and said we're going to kill him or else, but God made a way for me to escape. So they put me in a basket and lowered me down by the wall, because it was my destiny to overcome. It was my destiny to live through what they tried to destroy me with. I want you to hold your neighbor's hand and tell your neighbor, I feel like Paul. I declare the war on my flesh. My flesh don't want to do right. It want to break down on me. But Paul said, at the end of this, you will tell the world that I fought a good fight. I kept the faith. If I gotta walk with a cane, if I gotta be like Jacob and walk with a limb, it's the limb of the Lord. I got this limb, thank the God. If my flesh is living, but my spirit is a prince with God. My flesh, you don't hear what I'm trying to preach over here. I want you to hold your neighbor's hand and tell your neighbor that man is trying to preach a message in your spirit for you to declare war. You in 2012, baby. What you gonna do? What you gonna swing? What y'all say about it?